It's like 20 shots.
Hey, everybody!
We're back with a brand new episode.
4 people turns into 1.
They're like, you got this, right, girly?
Shit.
I guess so. I decided to go with a different weapon set. Mosin the Gaunt, which is gonna I believe I fired with my friend Zach. And then this, whatever.
Bliskawat. Hang on. Bliskawika.
Yeah, that's not gonna be good.
Bliskawika. I don't even know. Yeah, it's got. You got like 2 clips with that, man. I don't know if that's better than the one you were using last time.
Well, I'm gonna have to find some more, obviously. But the thing about it is that it's a great short range weapon because it does a lot of damage. So and it doesn't have a lot of accuracy. So if you're close to someone and you just want to just take them out real easy, it's a good gun to have. And another good gun to have in this is a shotgun because it's really powerful. I'm just gonna kick these guys for a little while. Little kick of one, little 1, 2. Get out of here.
I mean, we may have discussed this before, and we may end up doing like a zombie apocalypse, post-apocalyptic podcast gameplay thing at some point. But if there's just a handful of zombies, I mean, honestly,
don't waste your ammo.
Yeah, the best thing to do is to melee.
Do the melee. Watch me, Will, watch me watch me melee.
No.
Yes.
No.
It happened. It can't unhappen.
I wish.
I mean, you could delete the footage, I suppose.
I mean, I could, but I'd still have heard
Watch me melee.
I could.
Whoa, that guy came at it. This is the guy. Oh, I didn't see you there, buddy.
Okay, you got the time?
Yeah, time for you to be dead. Look, see, I got another clip. Oh, for a second I thought that was like a spotlight or something.
You know what gun would be really, really good in the zombie apocalypse?
Any belt-fed weapon.
I was gonna go with a Star Trek phaser.
Lightsaber would be pretty good too.
I mean, a lightsaber, though, the problem with a lightsaber is that it's melee, where the phaser is, you know, ranged.
Yeah, but
and it disintegrates the bodies.
But the good news about lightsaber is that it cuts through anything super easy. So you just, and it's super lightweight too. It doesn't have
but I mean,
batteries.
the problem is it's again. So
you could just literally swing your arm around in a circle and kill everything around you in terms of zombies and whatnot.
Yeah, with a phaser you can actually have a multi-directional spray and get a whole cone ahead of you. It's a phaser is also a tool, so it acts as a cutting tool.
So does lightsaber.
You can't weld with lightsaber.
You can cut with it though.
Yeah, but you can only cut what you can reach with that. With a phaser, I could say, cut that light post that you're looking at, knock it down onto a zombie, cut that, cut a chain from far away.
I mean, I'm not saying don't take the phaser. I'm just saying I would also take a lightsaber as a good weapon as well.
Well, I'm saying if you only had to pick one weapon, you get no others for the rest, for like all eternity. That's the only thing you get.
Well, how does phasers work in terms of reload?
I mean, it's a battery charge. And it's got a fairly long battery charge, too.
Versus a lightsaber?
Lightsabers are also technically a battery charge.
So they have the same essential battery life. I mean, it's just one or the other, man.
The phaser is significantly more useful in the long run. Because a phaser is precision. Say you need to cut out a tumor, and all you had is a phaser, or a lightsaber. Lightsaber couldn't cut out a tumor. Probably kill the dude trying to do that. But a phaser has the precision to be able to do it. It is a precision instrument. I mean, granted, you have to be skilled enough to be able to cut out a tumor on your own, but I'm just saying, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. What's one of the least things I'm gonna be doing with a phaser?
Cutting out tumors.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm sorry. You have a tumor? It sucks to be you, bro. I'm like, You know, do what you can to live a full and and lovely life. But considering you're in a zombie apocalypse, you might as well spend the rest of your time just killing as many as you possibly can. I mean, that's what I would be doing anyway. I mean, unless if I'm trying to protect people.
I'm actually trying to remember. So, I know phasers have a battery pack that can be recharged because.
Boom!
I'm sorry, that was just funny. There have been ones where they've had the clips, where it's a battery clip. Somebody has.
Oh, we're like, yeah, baby.
Taken off and reloaded phasers after so many shots. But that was a phase rifle, and which was specifically designed to be more powerful. And oh, another beautiful one.
You know, I have the talent sometimes. Oh man, you're gonna need some dental work.
His hat just flew off too.
Yep. He stepped right into it. Perfect leading.
Through the helmet.
I guess you got the work I don't know what I'm trying to say. Look at all these jerks. All up in my zone. They're definitely not in my zone. Grenadin. 1, 2. All right, I'll take it.
Pop.
Oh. Also, aw. Oh, for a second I thought it was out of ammo. Kick. This is a really kick-heavy episode. Do the can you do the can
Oh,
son of a
can
bitch.
you do the fuck now run, yeah. Yeah, man, make that work a little bit.
Good news is I have space. That was a good shot. Come on. Nice.
Oh, you also got one of the side zombies too that ran right into your landmine.
It's useful sometimes. Speaking of zombies, that guy was in the way.
Well, he was going to be in the way. Ah, no.
Just can't seem to get that achievement.
He had one more shot.
Yeah. But I wanted to reload. This guy is not happy to see me. And after all of the times we've spent together. Come on. Be a good dead little thing.
There he is. Dude, you shot his jaw the other way.
What can I say? I'm an artist.
Oh.
His hat just flew up so far.
That was funny.
Oh man, good time. Oh man, and
That
I
was
do that.
Bad.
He's got the shaky limbs now. Oh man, I don't.
You know, I think he might be a cannibal.
I was.
Man, that's a reference to that only some people get. See, when you cannibalize human flesh, you get the shakes.
Stop. Stop for a second, Connor. Why do you know so much about cannibalism? Why, Connor? Why? There are things you just don't need to. Damn it, Connor.
You want to know why I know that? Do you I actually honestly want to know why?
Fine.
Movies and video games.
That is really
I
right down
want to
there.
say it was the Book of Eli that had it. That's a good movie.
That is
Book
why
of
it's
Eli
so bright.
had an old couple that was trying to offer tea and whatnot to somebody, and you could hear the cup like shaking, and the guy left and was like, "Oh no, you don't want to go there. Why?" She had the shakes. That meat was human.
I found the gold.
Nice. But another one is actually, and this is going to be a call out to kind of a playthrough we stopped, and it may pick up at some point. But in Fallout New Vegas, you actually find out that one of the casinos on the Strip is run by a gang of cannibals, and they talk about how, oh, they're cannibals. Oh, how do you know? I mean, they don't speak about it. Well, you notice that all the members of the Ultra Deluxe get shakes after a while. But it has to do with, there's an enzyme in our meat that actually causes a disease in humans if consumed. The Donner Party probably also suffered that as well, and it's also found in cannibalistic tribes in the world, because there are still cannibalistic tribes. Crazy.
Not next to me, they're not.
No, I would never. Are you kidding me?
I mean, with the economy going the way it is.
Yeah.
So this is where we are, Connor.
Somewhere in Berlin. Yeah, but the thing is I need a congressman, because, I mean, at least then I'd still be eating pork.
Ouch. It's rough being a congressman these days.
Calling you a pig. Yeah, I don't care what party you're behind. I'm pretty sure you know that most congressmen are, most of them are just pigs looking out for themselves and not the actual welfare of America. They might claim to do otherwise, but come on.
The ceiling is dripping blood. That is, get back in your death.
Get back in your death?
Get back in your death.
Get back in your death. What about get back in your grave?
No. Death is the word I've chosen. Death. I'm stubborn about the things that I choose sometimes. Like, unnecessarily so. Why does that never end? It doesn't, but whatever. Kick! Ankle kicked you to death!
I mean, I can be stubborn about what I've chosen as well.
Into the light.
Into the light. Red light. But there are points where I've realized that there's some arguments that are just not worth it.
Yep. I agreed.
Some. I fight a lot of battles that most people are like, Connor, what the fuck? That's stupid. Why the hell do you care? I'm like, I'm Mr. Technical. It's not about me being right. It's about facts being right. Like, and that's the biggest thing with me, is that it's not that I have to be right, it's that the information has to be correct. So, I don't mind being proven wrong so long as you can actually prove it. I'm not saying I'm always right, I'm just saying...
Woo, baby!
Whoa! Hang on! No! What the fuck? Look to the right! Look at the wall!
Ooh.
What the fuck?
Oh, jeez.
What the actual fuck?
Wow, that's
what
cool.
The fuck?
Let's take a look at that, yeah. Hey, hey, buddy. How you doing? Beer bottle!
I think you have to, like, jump onto that somehow.
Okay.
Is there a way for you to, like, vault over the ceiling up top?
Maybe. I have not. This is the first time I've seen a bottle. I don't see a vaulting. God damn it. So now what? How do I do the things?
What about a grenade in there? Shoot his arm?
Oh, it's peeky time. I don't know, man.
Yeah, but he
maybe
walked up the wall.
Maybe I have to run up the...
That is so weird.
How do I get this? How do I get the thing? This is not cool.
I don't know why, but I put my fingers in your cat's ears.
You know, take it out or whatever.
He just didn't care about that.
He's been to the vet. He's had thermometers up his butt. He can stand a little finger in the ear.
You know, your cat is awesome because of how much he just doesn't care.
He
But
tolerates
yet
a lot.
Still, yeah, he tolerates a ton. But he's still, well,
He's
like
a good. He's a good-natured cat.
He is.
Get it in there. Ha!
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't worry about it. Let's continue on.
You started it.
I found the footprints.
Oh, that worked. Well, I did it. And it.
I mean, it did a thing.
I got it. I got it to go.
You got it in.
Well.
I think that's like a statue that walked up there. I don't know. That's just weird, though, man.
That drives me nuts. That's the one time.
Would you say that it's really testy?
It's testing my patience. And dead again. Seriously, this level is a lot less harsh than the last one so far. I wonder how long that's gonna last.
Until you get outside and then open.
Looks like I can see through there.
Well, yeah, I mean, a level design will probably make a bigger level than you really need. But, like, right past that, probably there's not much.
Kick, kick, kick to my loo, kick, kick, kick to my loo, kick, kick, kick to my loo, kick to my loo, my darling. Flies in the buttermilk shoe by shoe, which, by the way, sounds even nastier than it actually is.
Yeah. By the way, have you ever had buttermilk?
No, it's called buttermilk. I just picture like someone taking milk, which I'm not a big fan of, and then dropping butter into it. I'm like, ugh!
No, actually, what buttermilk is you know when they make milk, they take all the fat off, which is called like butter fat or something. Yeah, it's called butter fat. That's what they use to make butter. That is what the milk is. Is that it's like the milk fat skimmed off the top.
Sounds awful.
Well, it's not quite that. I can't remember
It's
exactly.
not quite awful.
But it's sour.
Ugh, that's goody.
So imagine like sour creamy milk.
That's why would that be delicious?
It's not. It's mainly used for cooking. That's why it's great for like dressing. Sour dressings. That's good for like baking and stuff because you get some of that creaminess without it being sweet. So it doesn't add the sweet, but it adds some cream.
The scream crate. Kick. My kick goes through too. Someone taught this girl how to kick.
But
That wasn't really a.
Actually, speaking of which, I often think of women as better kickers than men for whatever reason. There's like
That's
this.
a random thing to say.
Well,
and that's
like,
coming from
look
me.
at fighting games where you think the men are punchers and the women will be kickers if there's a fighting game.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's surprisingly more accurate than not.
But that doesn't have anything to do with real life, though.
No, but I'm just saying it's a weird stereotype that it has
In
been
video
perpetuated.
games?
Well, not just video games. I think, oh, hi!
There's two. That's not good. Okay. That's not a twofer. That is a one and done kind of thing. Running like a little pansy. Dude, is this guy really just gonna just explode, dude? Oh. There we go. Alright.
There they are.
There's the noises that I saw. Not see the noises.
Oh.
But I saw this.
It was a voice box. Dude, you slit his throat with a bullet.
Told you I'm an artist. Does that sound like...
Yes.
That's fortunate.
So, Danny, I'm going to say this again, because I've said it before. When you hear those guys, I would think you'd pull out your pistol and pop a cap at them, as opposed to aiming down your rifle, which is harder to deal with. I
Deal
will
with
give
that.
you points for the fact that that was pretty cool. But still, you could have died.
Yeah, that's this game in a nutshell. And most games that are like this.
When you have an exploding enemy coming at you fast, usually you want to pull out something quick and poppy. Ah! Hi.
Yeah, that didn't work that time. But I can handle a full blast from these guys. One full blast. I thought they was just dragging zombies on them.
Nope, you got a couple of crawlers.
I'm just so expecting another runny explodey dude.
I know.
Out of ammo. I probably would have missed anyway. Stomp.
Shoot those two, and then we'll call it quits for this episode. Boom! Alright guys, Danny's gonna go into that building next time.